Welcome to the Million Women Mentoring Kentucky version of how to use the Million Women Mentoring web portal. What you see on this slide is what our main web page at the national level for the Million Women Mentoring movement looks like. We're getting almost up to 2 million pledges to date, and now they're also keeping track of how many completed mentorings there are. So you can see that not only is it about saying you're going to mentor, but also, following through and then providing those results back to the Million Women Mentoring movement so that we can continue to encourage people to mentor girls and young women in STEM so that we can get to a point where we can remove some of those barriers that are there in terms of girls in STEM careers. In Kentucky, we are looking to increase the number of girls and women who have a STEM-focused mentor if that's what they're interested in. And this is going to be broken down into 3 different groups. We are definitely targeting high school girls that are interested in STEM, also young women pursuing undergraduate degrees in STEM, as well as young women who have already entered into their STEM careers but are at the very beginning and might need some mentoring help to really make sure that they live up to their full potential. Let's talk a little bit about our strategy. How are we going to improve the amount of mentoring that has already happened as well as increase the amount of mentoring that's happened? When I picture mentoring, I picture a one-on-one relationship between somebody who has experience and somebody who would benefit from learning more about those experiences. Now, if we break that up into pieces and we look at what the main middle part of mentoring is, what is it? It's connecting. It's those 2 people exchanging information and really mutually beneficial type things are happening. But before we can have that connection, we actually need to match up those people. They have to find each other. And a lot of times mentoring happens naturally, but to really facilitate it happening on a large scale, we have to have mechanisms to make that matching happen. And that's what Million Women Mentoring provides. We provide an opportunity to match mentors with mentee serving organizations. Now, we don't provide the actual connecting. For safety purposes, we do not connect members directly with individual girls online. Mentors must go through known, reputable local organizations to be able to contact girls. So that's one of the reasons why you'll see mentor providing organizations and mentee providing organizations, because those organizations are taking care of all the safety issues. Million Women Mentoring are just matching the 2 entities up. Now, in an effort to continue to grow the movement, we have reporting as well. Reporting is talking about all the successes and all the wonderful things that are happening, and also making sure we close the loop. We have so many pledges to date, but we have to make sure we're also keeping track of how many completed mentoring experiences we have out there. So we offer 2 different ways. Million Women Mentoring offers 2 different ways to do that reporting. First, individual mentors can report the results of their own mentoring efforts. So we are still doing the one-on-one things. We are doing any of the other, FemFabs is a good example of an online opportunity that does have all the background checks that are necessary. And you can do the one-on-one mentoring and go ahead and report that. Another thing we do is companies can provide reporting on their pledges to provide accountability and to encourage companies to meet higher goals. So the companies will have people that pledge to do the mentoring, and then within their program inside of their company, those pledges will do the reporting, or the company will do the reporting for them, so that we can go ahead and close that loop and also continue to grow the programs within the company. Again, just to focus on what you can do in the Million Women Mentoring portal. You can match mentors, and you can also report the mentoring. Again, getting that increase in the amount of mentoring that's being done, either by matching more and more people, and by also celebrating the successes that we've had. So let's talk a little bit about what would happen if you were going to go into the portal and you were ready to get started in actually becoming a part of the Million Women Mentoring movement. So you have options. You can either sign in as a single mentor. If you just want to do that, you can take advantage of all the things that are available on the website and report back what you were doing in terms of mentoring and be counted. Another option is for a company to sign up. If you sign up as a company, the idea is that you have mentors within your company that are available, and there's different ways to organize those mentors, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's important to note that there is a difference between signing in as a company and signing in as a single mentor. And sometimes it's better to go ahead and get your single mentors together, maybe to sign up under a specific company. The other thing you can do is sign up as a girl serving organization. So those are going to be the groups of people that actually have mentees available. Okay, so those are the people that are going to be going into the portal and looking for mentors. And then that way, when the folks that are mentors are looking for mentees, there's where that match happens. So here's that matching. So on one side, you see the companies, AAUW, ADP, Cisco, all these places have mentoring programs inside of their companies where mentors are organized in one way or another and are reaching out to these other groups on the other side, which are the mentee providing organizations. So it's about, and sometimes, these things are already happening. So it's not always about getting people to start mentoring. Sometimes it's just about finding the people that are already doing it and having it count. Speaking of being counted, here are some examples of some of the programs that have been counted within the Million Women Mentoring Portal. For 100 Girls of Code, we had counted 29 mentors for 799 girls. For TA Consulting Services, that company has an organized mentoring program that counted 354 mentors for 924 girls and women. And then at the Oak Ridge Associated Universities, they've counted 3,200 plus mentors for 3,200 plus girls and women, showing you the importance of those one-on-one connections as well. If you're interested in being an individual STEM monitor, this is what your login page would look like inside of the Million Women Mentoring portal. So you can see you've got a button to be counted, and you can enter in your mentoring relationships. You also have the ability to download what you've done before, various actions like looking at your details, marking things as complete, and looking at your profile. And then they're also offering you some opportunities to develop new mentoring relationships. Here we're seeing the Kentucky Girl STEM Collaborative, or AAI Kentucky, or the Girl Scouts of Kentucky, and so on. Another great resource if you're interested in being an individual STEM mentor is FabFems. FabFems is a national database of women in STEM professions who are inspiring role models for young women. The FabFems directory is accessible to young women, girl-serving STEM programs, and other organizations that are working to increase career awareness and interest in STEM. What you're looking at here is a role model profile of our very own Miranda Woodall. She works with us on the Kentucky Million Women Mentoring Project, as well as the Kentucky Girl STEM Collaborative. Now, if you wanted to be a role model, you could log into FabFems and have your profile accessible as well. And if you were a mentee, you could go ahead and find someone like Miranda's profile and then contact her. Thank you for watching the little video on the Million Women Mentoring web portal. Hopefully it answered some of your questions about how to get involved and what is the movement really all about. My name is Zariana Krofchek. I am the state lead for Kentucky for the Million Women Mentoring, and I'm also the co-chair of the Kentucky Girl STEM Collaborative. If you want more information on the Million Women Mentoring, just take a look at their website. And for anybody who's from a company, I have another video. There's a lot more to think about if you're a company interested in getting involved with Million Women Mentoring. It's called Additional Million Women Mentoring Portal Instructions and Resources for Companies. Have a great day.